volunteers go into the 5 most damaged townships to show care to seniors. Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital inaugurates the new facility in hopes to benefit more cancer patients. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Maggie Tai. Thank you for joining us. In Fujian's Liencheng County, 5 townships suffer the most from the torrential rain in May, with volunteers listing them as locations to send love in their coming winter. Beforehand, volunteers went to the remote villages to visit impoverished and ill seniors to give love and their best wishes, which warmed the hearts of the seniors. The wall was left with scars from the torrential rain in May. Many countryside roads have fallen apart. Volunteers came to the 5 most damaged towns to prepare for sending love this winter. At Betuan Township, 67-year-old Grandma Zhang has to take care of her 72-year-old husband by herself because her children are all working in other places. A local government official pointed out that family issues are the main causes for poverty, in addition to natural disasters.
It's been 10 years and they are still low-income families. The reason is the constitution of the family, because most of them are either physically or mentally ill.
Grandma Huan is over 90 years old and she has lost her vision. She lives alone after her granddaughter got married and is in need of care. She's very happy to have so many visitors.
Thank you everyone for coming to see me. I'm very grateful.
Her granddaughter lives in the county and can only return home during her weekly break, but she misses the grandma every day. Volunteers have felt the importance of companionship during the visit. Grandma Hua, who is also in her 90s, has mobility issues, but her mood is good because her son lives just next door. She shows smiles to everyone and remembers the love from Tzu Chi last year. The biggest wishes of these seniors are to be remembered and missed. Tzu Chi launched 2 seniors engagement and enabling nodes in Singapore this June. In addition, it started a gym tonic program that trains their muscles and conditioning, as well as rehabilitation services. In the future, it plans to enhance medical consultation services to safeguard the health of seniors. This is the gym in the Tzu Chi Seniors Engagement and Enabling Node. Take a closer look and you will find that all of the equipment are customized for seniors. By incorporating technology and medicine, seniors can keep their body fit.
Okay. Too much?
Not just the normal exercise that you see in other gyms.
It's not the regular exercise you see in the gym. We will test their abilities and their current illnesses. Tzu Chi's equipment is the first hydraulic in Singapore. It uses water power. The exercise is 2 stages. You can exercise both by pushing and pulling.
Tzu Chi collaborated with Liencheng organization to promote the Gym Tonic campaign, and there are about 30 locations that provide this service now on the island. The core concept is that sports is a great medication, and they hope to encourage more seniors with chronic diseases to come exercise.
Not very hard. You just have to supervise them when going to the machine and going out, because sometimes they are unstable also.
She's very patient with me. I feel better.
Singapore is facing an aging society, and many seniors with chronic diseases need to take medications and do physical therapies regularly. The center in Bukit Batok hasn't launched the Gym Tonic program, but they offer physical therapists to provide consultation and rehabilitation services to seniors twice a week.
The patients who come here are mostly of musculoskeletal they are having some knee pain, back pain, neck pain, and they are more of chronic problems. So they get more benefited because they come have a short consultation session and they take home some exercises which they can follow up. So it's a complement for those residents who are residing in this block and those who are residents around this center. Okay, see you on Thursday.
Sometimes minor problems can become serious issues. The Seniors Engagement Enabling Node also provide medical consultations to provide timely monitor of seniors' physical conditions so they can keep track of their health. The Mid-Autumn Festival is just around the corner. Tzu Chi Volunteers and Lions Club International members came together to visit a nursing home. Besides caring for the seniors, the volunteers also organize various activities to entertain them.
Playing the flute, and clapping while singing. Tzu Chi volunteers care for the seniors at the Guang'en nursing home in Xindian. The lively and joyful atmosphere cheers up the senior who sits in the wheelchair. Chen Li Meifang hosts the activity for the first time. She also sings a song to liven up the atmosphere.
I did it simply because I did what I want to help and to show the best side of me.
As Mid-Autumn Festival is approaching, volunteers from Lions Club International have joined Xindian Tzu Chi volunteers for the first time to visit the nursing home.
Coming here, I feel very happy because I am able to contribute my share to the people in need.
Members of our Lions Club International are about the same age as the residents here. With their companionship and care, we hope they can bring health and happiness to the residents.
Volunteers have organized various activities to celebrate the festival with the seniors, spreading love to those who need help.
Mr. Huan in his 60s lived alone in Yunlin. He suffers from stroke, so he is unable to clean his house. Over 20 Tzu Chi volunteers and neighbors came to clean for him. The district office also sent garbage trucks to remove the garbage. In the end, they cleared away 3 truckloads of garbage.
Mr. Huang, who is over 60 years old, suffers from stroke, so he cannot clean his house, causing his house to be untidy and filthy. There are even maggots on the food.
I was shocked when I arrived because the house was so full of things that nobody could walk in there. There were roaches, spiders, and mice, and also a lot of dogs' droppings.
Tzu Chi volunteers start a major cleanup. Several neighbors also came to help.
These brothers and sisters are very compassionate that they came to help clean up this house.
His house is very dirty, so after the district office received a report, we planned to call a cleaning company to do it, but the company couldn't do it. We're lucky to have Tzu Chi.
Everyone does his best to remove the filth, and Mr. Huang is moved to tears by their efforts.
It's all right that you're in this situation. These zealous volunteers are helping you, so you don't have to worry.
I suffered from stroke, so I can't move one leg. I really appreciate everyone's helping me. After I recover, I will do my best to help other people.
After much effort, everyone finally cleaned up Mr. Huang's house.
After we clean up his house, we move the metal bed back in, because there's leaking slightly in his house. If the leaking gets on things made with wood, they will rot.
The volunteers brought in second-hand furniture, so Mr. Huang will be able to live comfortably. The volunteers will continue to help and accompany Mr. Huang.
The first cell therapy center was opened at the Hualien Tzu Chi Medical Center, enabling patients suffering from the 4th stage of one of 8 kinds of cancers can receive the immunotherapy at the Tzu Chi Cell Therapy Center. It is a milestone for cancer patients in eastern Taiwan as well as the entire nation.
慈济细胞治疗中心启动仪式正式开始，1、2、3。
The Tzu Chi Cell Therapy Center at the Hualien Tzu Chi Medical Center is officially opened. As the law permits the cell therapies, the patients can have the whole treatment procedure from examinations, diagnosis, cell culture to receive medicine.
I believe this is a beginning, and we hope for more clinical trials to benefit the patients in this treatment, and we can do more advanced researches and technologies. I believe Taiwan will become the medical center of Asia.
The Tzu Chi Cell Therapy Center at the Hualien Tzu Chi Medical Center can apply cell treatments on the 4th stage of cancer, such as brain cancer, lung cancer, esophageal cancer, colorectal cancer, breast cancer, liver cancer, and kidney cancer. To patients who have the 4th stage of cancer and have tried other types of treatments, immunotherapy is the new hope for saving their lives.
The therapy is to draw 10 cc of blood from the patient, extract the immune cells, culturing them, and then inject them back through the veins. The purpose is to improve the patient's immune system.
We hope to start the therapy from Hualien so we can care for the residents of Hualien and then eventually push it to the whole country and even the world. Will be very helpful to applying the treatment on these diseases or the directions of treatment in the future.
Currently, 16 cancer patients are waiting for the immunotherapy, which will use their own immune cells to fight back the cancer cells in their bodies. We hope these new milestones in medicine will bring hope to more patients. In addition to dieting and doing exercise to lose weight, if your BMI value exceeds 35 and you have high blood pressure and diabetes, and ordinary weight loss methods don't work, you can consider doing surgery such as gastric reduction or bypass surgery. This can help patients lose weight and get rid of the threat of diabetes and high blood pressure.
Mr. Yang takes out the clothes he has worn before, which are quite big now.
This is 5L. The one I use now is 2L.
Not to mention pants. Mr. Yang, who has lost weight successfully, has not only changed his appearance, but also hypertension, high cholesterol, and diabetes will also significantly improved. After stopping taking the medicine, Mr. Yang's blood pressure is normal now. He works in the catering sector. It is hard to control what he eats as his weight has reached as high of 114 kilograms. He has tried weight loss drugs before, but he gained weight again. Recently, he has received sleeve gastrometry 5 months ago, and his weight is 86 kilograms now, losing nearly 30 kilograms.
2/3 to 3/4 of the patient's stomach will be removed vertically. The cut-off part is just the part which secretes hormones. After cutting it off, the patient will not feel hungry. His food intake will then become little, hence the patient will slim down healthily.
Obesity is a risk factor for many diseases. If you lose weight for more than half a year through diet control, exercise, and medical treatment, but the results are not satisfactory, you can consider receiving weight loss surgery.
If the BMI is greater than 35 and accompanied by hypertension and diabetes, or with a BMI of more than 40, the individual is considered morbidly obese and suitable for receiving the surgery.
The weight loss surgery is performed by minimally invasive surgery using a laparoscope. The wound is small and the operating time is only 1 or 2 hours. The patient will stay in the hospital for about 3 days. Post-operative tracking is also very important.
We actually have a team of dietitians, case managers, and nurses in the center, which are responsible for tracking patients' diet regularly.
After receiving the weight loss surgery, Mr. Yang's friend said his compassion has become better. The most obvious change is that he has no longer pants when hiking in Seattle.
In the past, I could only walk for a few steps before taking rest, but now I can walk without taking rest. It's really different.
Weight loss surgery, in addition to sleeve gastrometry, which is commonly known as gastric reduction surgery, there is also a gastric bypass surgery.
Food quickly hits the end of the small intestine, which can stimulate pancreas to secrete insulin. Patients with severe diabetes can consider doing laparoscopic gastric bypass surgery to lose weight.
There are many ways to lose weight. You can consult your doctor to find which is most important for you. Whether it's diet, exercise, or surgery, it's important to choose the most effective weight loss method.
After the September 21 earthquake, search and rescue teams from more than 20 countries came to Taiwan. One such group was AQUT, a civilian resource organization from Turkey. The group was acquainted with Tzu Chi, which also undertook earthquake assistance in Turkey. Through this aid work, both sides developed a strong bond.
It was 1999 in the middle of August. Turkey had a major earthquake, and we met the local rescue team, Akut, and a month later, couldn't believe that they would be coming to Taiwan.
I kept thinking that my mother is still healthy. The elderly burying the young is something very sad. Our brothers and sisters get along very well. I and my husband also have a lot of things that we have yet to do. I still need to take care of a lot of things.
Akut, a private rescue organization from Turkey, rescued Liao Su Ying in Zhanghua's Yuanlin Fugui Mingmen building.
We have been searching in the basement and found a woman trapped in the collapsed rubble. It's hard to save her.
She's stuck under the rebels, and I'm a medical doctor. I know that before evacuation we need to give some IV fluids for keeping balance. I'm pulling her hand, and I can't see anything. It was very interesting. And then, with my headlamp, a couple of seconds, like that, I put the needle, insert the vein, and we start to give IV infusion.
A dozen rescue team members came to Taiwan for the first time, racing against the clock to save those from this collapsed building. They were quickly pulling people back from the clutches of death.
I remember there was foods prepared on the table and people working, lots of volunteers, very well organized and quick. And one side there was chaos, in the buildings. On the other side, food. I remember these, logistic things on those years. It was impressive.
It was the day before we left. A woman came by and she was crying and she hugged me. And she said that she had a dream last night and she saw me in her dream. And we were rescuing her pregnant sister. She was inside. Of course, this was very touching. What we found there was small baby shoes. I'm sure it was not related to that woman, but since then, baby shoes means really a lot to me.
In the eyes of the rescue team, local Taiwanese were sad but not complaining, understanding how to be grateful in the face of this tragedy.
There was a crowd outside the bus. They were all smiling and waving us, like they couldn't find the words to thank us. So my feeling about Taiwan people, they are so nice people, smiling people.
Even though the pain of 9/21 continues to tear at the heart, Tzu Chi's earthquake reconstruction aid for Turkey has not stopped.
Taiwanese society has discussed that Taiwan is also in a difficult situation. We originally promised to give Turkey a disaster relief commitment, and they had some concern that the disaster relief commitment would not be delivered because Taiwan itself has encountered difficulties. I remember that Tzu Chi friends and Master Zheng Yan said that we promised to give this to Turkey, which was very moving.
我们一定要履行，因为他们跟我们一样受难啊，所以这个也是让土耳其人很感动的。
希望一定要填土啊，不然你达不到你们要求310。已经嘛土要。
Both Taiwan and Turkey both occupy the same earthquake zone and have both recovered from horrible disasters. Though the dust has settled, these memories have never been forgotten.
You find somebody and take him or her outside and see that he's alive and he's going to the hospital, and just 1 second of getting eye to eye in touch is enough for everything.
Even if you can't rescue anyone, even if you're there for when they're passing away, even if you're there eye to eye, hand to hand, that means a lot.
Long live, please. Long live. Okay, yeah. We never know her before we arrived, but we are happy to save somebody far away from somewhere in the world. It's a good sense.
August 31st marks Malaysia's Independence Day. To celebrate this special day, Tzu Chi kindergartens in different places organize a variety of activities. Through these activities, the children learn to respect and tolerate people of different ethnicities, as well as express gratitude to each other.
通过这个演出呢，希望 Through the drama, we hope the children will understand more about the history of Malaysia. Also to let them know how Malaysia became independent.
Children of the Tzu Chi kindergarten in Butterworth focus on watching the drama, which also reminds the DaAi mothers of the festive celebrations in their childhood.
I am very happy. We also have many memories like this in our childhood. We make friends at school and parade through streets.
我爱我的国家，我爱我的国家，爱国就要做好公民，爱国就要做好公民，好公民就要做环保。
Children of the Tzu Chi kindergarten in Liencheng parade through streets wearing Malay traditional costumes.
To be patriotic, we should sort recyclables and help each other. Also, do not hurt animals.
The fresh dining experience greatly increases the appetite of the Bayang Lepas Tzu Chi kindergarteners.
哦，是因为你用手特别好吃，是不是？
Staff members of the city hall came to clean up the branches that had been cut off. The children seized the opportunity to thank the dedication of these urban beauticians.
Make sure you all steady heart. Must be the best of the best. Don't let your parents down.
Cultivating patriotic sentiment since childhood, the children have learned to express gratitude and tolerate each other in a society of diverse ethnic groups.
Hualien Tzu Chi Volunteers hosted a stem cell blood donation event at the Jingsi Hall, and over 100 people set up their donor profiles. Take a look and see you next time.